Hi everybody, in this morning video from City Insider, I will bring the latest Manchester City update. We'll start with Pep rule Kyle Walker out of Real Madrid clash, while City, like most top teams, can find a way of managing when they have injuries against a majority of sides. Carlo Ancelotti's side could exploit the fact that one of their key players will be absent, especially considering that the Spanish giants come alive in the Champions League and would be hoping to exact revenge on Manchester City after getting slaughtered 5-1 over 2 legs last season. Real Madrid have the quality to deploy one of their players in a certain position just to capitalize on City's weakness, as they arguably have the best squad in the world. The club from the Spanish capital are flying in La Liga, sitting pretty at the top of the table with an 8-point advantage over Barcelona. Los Merengues seem to be hitting their stride in recent weeks, scoring 10 goals and only conceding 2 in their last 3 outings as well. Real Madrid might be relieved to discover that Manchester City legend Kyle Walker has been ruled out of the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final through injury, as per Pep Guardiola. Listen, the doctor said no, but Kyle Walker is Kyle, has special genetics. But the doctor said to me, it was quite serious, but I said, Kyle is Kyle, Guardiola said about the £50 million man. Recently, Vinicius Jr. admitted that the £175,000 a week, Sport RAC, speedster is the best defender he has ever come up against in his career. With Walker and Stones currently injured, while Ake also picking up an injury against Arsenal, City's current back four is set to be Lewis, Akanji, Diaz and Guardiola. The worry in that backline is Rico Lewis, who is a huge talent, but it would be a massive risk for him to go toe-to-toe with arguably the best winger in the world in Vinicius Jr. Pep responds to Roy Keane comparing Erling Haaland to a League Two player. Pep Guardiola has admitted that he disagrees with Roy Keane over the criticism of one of his players. Like any top manager, Guardiola is unafraid to come out and back his players when their names have been dragged in the mud. One would claim that it is every manager's job to do so, like the Manchester City boss has done, to make sure they are on the players' side. With the Premier League being the most watched division in the world, it is natural that even comments from some of their biggest pundits becoming a trending topic in the world of sports, especially when the remarks that have been made are headline-worthy. When a player from a club of City's stature has been named, it is bound to create conversation amongst fans and pundits alike. As a result, as Roy Keane likening Erling Haaland to a League Two player has generated discourse since Manchester City's 0-0 draw against Arsenal, Pep Guardiola responded to his claim, "I'm not agreeing with him. Absolutely not. It's like saying he's a manager of the second or the third league. I don't think so. He's the best striker in the world, and he helped us to win what we won last season, and the reason why we don't create much chances is not because of Erling Haaland," he said, via Haters TV. Pep referenced Haaland's lack of involvement against Arsenal, saying, "We need more presence in the final third with more people, and we played an exceptional game. I reviewed the game against Arsenal, but we missed more people in the final third. Maybe for the quality, different skill set we have, but Erling is exceptional." Liverpool and Manchester City's Florian Wirtz blow. Both Liverpool and Manchester City have been keeping close tabs on Florian Wirtz, who they both believe is one of the most gifted young players in world football. The 20-year-old has battled back from a knee injury that ruled him out of the World Cup in Qatar and is now again at the level that sees both Premier League title-chasing duo Keane. The quick-thinking playmaker has played 27 league games this term, scoring 7 goals and supplying 10 assists. He also has 7 goals involvement in the Europa League and will be on English soil this month, when his side faced David Moyes' West Ham United over a 2-legged affair. Bayern Munich are also very much in the mix for Wirtz and would love to pair him with Jamal Musiala, as they have seen Julian Nagelsmann do in Germany's recent friendly successes over France and the Netherlands. However, Bayern, Liverpool and Man City look set to be disappointed in the short term at least, as HITC is told by sources with knowledge of the situation that Wirtz is set to stick with Leverkusen for another season, alongside Alonso. HITC has been told that Bayer hope that a number of star names, including Jeremy Frimpong, Piero Hincapié, Ezequiel Palacios and Victor Boniface, could be persuaded to stay for at least one more season. Real Madrid focus in on Man City target Franco Mastantuono. Manchester City face familiar rivals, Real Madrid, if they are to lure 16-year-old Franco Mastantuono to Etihad. The Blues have been linked to the wonder kid who, at such a tender age, is shining in the rough and tumble of Argentinian professional football. The youngster has clearly made an impression as teams such as Manchester United, Barcelona and Real Madrid are also credited with an interest in him. However, it seemed like any club wanting to prize away the Argentine gem would need to wait a few years, as Fabrizio Romano reported that he was on the verge of agreeing a new deal with his current side that would tie him to the club until 2026. Nonetheless, Real Madrid believe they can get the starlet this summer, which could in turn cause United to pounce for the player if there is a sign he will leave. Madrid mouthpiece Marca claimed that Mastantuono's emergence into elite football has become a global phenomenon. All of Europe's greats have gone to see him live in Argentina. After settling into River's first team at just 16 years old, the left-footed midfielder points out ways of being a differential player within a team that seems to have found pure gold in its academy. The youngster has already played 10 times this season, scoring 1 goal. However, should Manchester City or anyone wish to sign the player, they will reportedly need to pay his €45 million release clause. AS report that River Plate have understandably no interest in selling their starlet and refuse to negotiate with the Liga team or anyone else for that matter. However, Real Madrid usually get their way in the transfer market, so if there is a small opening for the player to leave and United are genuinely interested in him, they may need to strike soon. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support City Insider.